To kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shit. Hey. Easy.
First play and a first pass for Murray.
Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Big Ace open. Hey.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Houston.
Miles Boykin.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Kyle Pitts.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Now Penix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
79 Broncos.
Here's Penix.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Penix to the air once more.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
To the air, Penix.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
They are going for it. Penix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the gun, Murray. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Murray. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray. Short throw caught by Bowers. Down inside the 10.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Pacheco. Touchdown, Houston. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll throw with Penix.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. 21-0 our score after 1. And the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the bootleg, it's Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. Touchdown, Houston.
Brock Bowers.
32 yards.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now they send a man in motion right. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
Chris Godwin
from a yard out.
And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
On the handoff, McClellan. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To throw is Murray. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Murray going to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll set up a throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A final shot before half from Murray. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Penix.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Track him, 60. Ready. Hut, hut.
To the air, Penix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. In motion, the tight end.
Now Penix.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
They'll throw with Penix.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. And looking to throw, Penix.
Over the middle, it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a 1st down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity.
On the bootleg, it's Penix.
That's to his running back, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get
touchdown Bengals. George Kittle from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Flush to his right.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Murray now.
Inside the 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Texans extend their lead yet again.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Kyle Duggar, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and 19.
Cut 19. Here we go. Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
On the ground, here's McClellan.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's McClellan, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A run. It's McClellan.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they work this out past the 25. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Houston.
Hey, Ace.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Murray now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
2nd down and 8. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kyler Murray, an 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, Penix.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. They are going for it. Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
To throw again is Penix. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Penix.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Let's go now.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Green.
Back to throw it, Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Throwing now is Murray. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Shit.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he stopped immediately there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Here's Pacheco.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Bengals 21. Brandon McManus set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big ace. Hey. Omaha. Hey, easy, quick. Hey.
Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Houston, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6.